children, we're going to read more of Meet the Pilgrim Fathers. A Great Leader Dies, Chapter 16. The Pilgrims settled down in their small houses. The children whose mothers and fathers had died moved in with other families. Many of the Indians almost became part of the Pilgrims' families, too. They kept dropping in at mealtime. They all loved the Pilgrims' food. The women were glad to have good Indian friends, but they wished their new friends would not come to dinner quite so often. There were fewer Pilgrims to feed now, but food was still scarce. Food would have been even scarcer without Squanto. He caught eels and lobster for the Pilgrim to eat. He brought them little fish to put in the soil. He buried the fish in the ground with the corn seeds. He said the fish were good for the soil. And they were. The corn began to grow. The men worked in the cornfields every day. And one hot day, Governor Carver said he did not feel well. The men took him to his house. A few days later, he was dead. Now the Pilgrims had no governor. They had no one to see that their laws were kept. They had no one to deal with the Indians for them. The Pilgrims thought that William Brewster would be a good governor, but Brewster said he would not take the job. He was their church leader. He did not want to mix the church with the law. The Pilgrims then elected William Bradford for their governor. He was much younger than Brewster. He was only 31 years old, but he knew how to get things done. Governor Bradford sent Squanto to Massasoit with a message. The Pilgrims had to get furs from the Indians to send back to England. Bradford asked Massasoit to tell his friends that the Pilgrim would give them beads and knives for their furs. And here is a Pilgrim home, and very often the Indians would come and eat supper without being invited. But of course they didn't understand being invited, so they just came. Okay, and this is what we're going to read next, Trading Beads for Furs. This is Grandma Carla, and I love you.